Hey all, I welcome you into my channel, MRB Classes for English. It's been my long cherished dream to start my channel, and for the people who does not come in close contact with the institutes, to learn the language or else to prepare for the competitive exams for the English component. I have desired always to open my channel, and this is where I am right now. I have opened a channel. You could subscribe my channel, Mohammed Rafi Bhatt. And from today onwards, we're going to start the basics of the English language. From the basics of English language, we would be, moving ahead after every lecture, after every phase, after every stage. We'll come across all through those phases until the competitive part of your English language would be done, or the English grammar would be done, so that you could appear in the exams like JK, SSB, SSA exams, or national level exams, which do have a compulsory component for English. Now today we'd like to talk about the basic English language. If we talk about the basic English language, let's first talk about the letters. If we talk about the letters, there are 26 letters in English, and those 26 letters could be written in uppercase and in the lowercase. The uppercase are sometimes called as the large letters, whereas the small case are sometimes called to be as small letters. So there are small letters and the capital letters. See, this is a very basic and a very fundamental part of English language, learning about the letters. This is very much important because, learning about the letters, it will help you in understanding its morphology, its phonetics, and its application as well. Now, there are certain grammatical terms that needs to be understood. But before that, we have to talk about the basics of the English language. There's some interesting facts about the English language that you need to know. See, if we'd be talking about how many words, I'm talking about the words. How many words are there in English language? So this is the first question occurs in every layman's mind. How many words are there in the English language? So my answer, or the answer for that question, would be there are about 1 million words in the whole of English language, maybe more. And there are 2 dictionaries that are famous all over the world, which are consulted by the people of language, which the people of language, in fact, they recommend the same. So this is Oxford English Dictionary and the Merriam-Webster's Dictionary. And both of the dictionaries contain probably 500,000 words each. And there's an so this is the thing that needs to be understood. Now, we can't calculate the exact number of the words that are present in the whole of the English language, because English has been under the influence since times immemorial. If you talk about the British history, the influence of the Jutes, the Saxons, and the Normans, the conquests, the wars, it does have an impact. It does have an impact on the English language, and that's why there are many number of the linguists who says that English is it's a bag of a borrowing. There are many number of the influences. It does have an influence of a Latin. It does have an influence of a Greek. It does have an influence of Germans. That's why the English language, it is what I call a bag of borrowing. On a very funny note. Now there's in the English language, there is a word, the longest word in the whole of the English dictionary that you'll find is, or that you'll come across is, that is, the word is actually associated. It's a disease, which is the disease of our lungs. So please be cautious about the word. You need to understand about this word. So the first is we have come to know about how many words are there in an English language. The second is which word is the longest word in the English language. The word is, please understand, this is appeared in the Oxford English Dictionary. The word is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. And the second word, that is pneumonotralimicros pichisilvo coniosis. This is the disease I was talking about, which is associated with the lungs. In fact, there are many number of the disease which are comprised of the longest words, which are associated with the STIs as well. But what we have to talk about is the words I talked about there are about a million words in the whole of the English language. But if you take into consideration the scientific world, the nomenclature, so it would go more, more than a millions, or it would be a millions and a millions if we calculate the scientific nomenclature in it. And for example, the insects world, the entomology world, if you talk about, there are already a millions of insects present, which has been given a taxonomical names, and there are about a million which are yet to be named. So if we include all those insect world, the terrestrial world, the words could go more and more and more and more and more. In fact, it will be very much hard to gauge all those words, to check those words into a compact book called dictionary, right? And then, there's another word which is called as flossinosi hilipilification. Flossinosi hilipilification. I'm very sorry. The word is flossinosini hilipilification. This word, which is the longest word considered to be as of now, it's very humorous word. Which has been given by Sir Walter Scott. Sir Walter Scott has given this word. Now, the word that I was talking about before that is the word pneumonol trimacrocomylocos olinoconiosis. That word is associated with the lung disease. It is associated with, when there is an inhalation of the dust called as mica or silica. The silica dust, it impacts and the lungs. That disease is called as, that disease is pneumotrimylocos neos olkionosis. That's the word. Now there is something that I have to tell you diagrammatically. That is, how could you judge the numerals from the Romans? I mean, there's a conversion of a table, as in what in Romans 1 stands for, 10 stands for, 20, 50, what does it stands for, what does 100 stands for. There's a particular thing that you need to understand. So that thing is to be we'll cover that in another lecture. But before that, you need to subscribe my channel and keep in view. I'll be trying my best. I'll be getting the board as well, and I'll be live with the classes. So get in touch with me if you want to know about the basics of a language and more. To improve my classes, there's always a need for the people, who could help in improvising the classes by whatever way they want. The only thing is that it should be in my capacity. I should be able to do it. I'll try to get a board as well. I'll help myself, my class, with the necessary amenities that I need for the classes. I'll be getting the tripod as well, because I'm holding the phone in my hand. And so there are things, that is how many words in an English language that we have covered today. What's the longest word in English language? Now, how many words are there in Oxford Dictionary and the Webster Dictionary? There are other dictionaries. The point that's to be noted is there are other dictionaries, but the dictionaries that I was talking about are the world read dictionaries. And now the next phase would be how to see the convergent table. Now, how to understand what the numeral stands for, what does it stands in English, what does it mathematical stands for, or what is its Roman conversion. Thank you. Have a good time. See you in the next lecture.